Come on. Something bigger than me that I have to earn my right to be a part of. All right, here we go. I got 2 words for you today. 2 words, here they are. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. Oh, I want to ask you a question today now. Here it is. What's your superpower? I mean it. What's your superpower? Don't you know I love the superheroes? I'm a Marvel guy, not a DC. I don't dislike you if you're DC. I'm just a Marvel guy. Well, I love Captain America and Spider-Man and Iron Man and the Hulk and Thor. What's your superpower? They got all the power. Black Widow, Captain Marvel, they got the superpower. What's your superpower? You say, Mac, I don't have a superpower. I didn't get a super serum. I didn't get bit by a radioactive spider, or I didn't show up from another planet. Oh, don't you know, that's an easy excuse. You don't have to be an alien to have superpower. No, all you have to do is take responsibility. You say, Mac, what are you talking about? Listen to me, the greatest power that you can have, better than super strength or being able to jump high or fly through the sky, the greatest strength you have is the strength to take responsibility. Because you see, when you exercise this, all of a sudden, it doesn't matter what happens in your life. It doesn't matter what setbacks come. It doesn't matter how high the mountain you got to climb or how deep the valley you got to crawl through. No matter what happens in your life, when you take responsibility, all of a sudden you find a way forward. When you take responsibility, there is no way forward but forward. Did I make a mistake? I'm going to own it. Who owns the mistake has the power to change it. That's what happens when you take responsibility. All of a sudden, I got to learn something new. Guess what? I am eager to learn more truth. I want to learn more about the game. I want to learn more about strategy. I want to learn how to be a coach on the field. I want to learn about algebra and the shapes and the letters and the emojis. I want to learn it all. Because when I learn how to learn, I have the power to learn anything. See, that comes not from having great teachers, not from being in the right school. That comes from taking responsibility. You get into the weight room. You might not have the size that somebody that was born 6'13", 290 pounds has. You might not have the genetics they have. Too often when people fail to take responsibility, they go, see, look, I don't look like them. I don't have what they have, so I can't reach my goals. Nonsense! When you take responsibility, you say, I don't care what I don't have, I'm gonna take what I do have and I'm gonna make it the very best that it can be so I can reach my goal. I'm not gonna let something like genetics hold me back. I got a superpower called responsibility. And I'm gonna take responsibility for my future. And I will find a way to get where I wanna get, no matter how hard it is for me to get there. Don't you realize that this is a superpower? And it's one that is available to anybody. Doesn't matter what school you come from. Doesn't matter your family history. Doesn't matter how good you've been or how bad you are. You can choose today and every day to take responsibility for the way that you think. Take responsibility for the way that you believe. Take responsibility for the energy that you bring to anything that you do. Take responsibility for the respect that you show other people. Take responsibility for your work ethic. Take responsibility for your preparation. Take responsibility for everything in your life. And when you do it, I'm telling you, you become empowered. You walk in, Steve Rogers, scrawny, ain't got nothing but a sense of, I ain't never gonna stay down. I can do this all day. Knock me down, I'll get back up. And you walk out Captain America. What you see is a power that's within you. It all comes down to choice. Do you choose to shy away from responsibility, or do you choose to accept it? Listen to me, it's harder to accept responsibility than it is to shy away. Don't you know how hard it is to stand up for your teammates instead of shying away when they're being bullied? When someone is being racist towards them in their words or their action. Do you know how hard it is to take responsibility for your teammate in that moment? Put yourself in between your teammate who's being devalued and the idiot that is devaluing them. It's hard, but it's right. Do you know it's hard to keep your word? The easiest thing you can do is make a promise, because it doesn't cost you a thing. The hardest thing you can do is keep that promise. Because more times than not, when we make a promise, our motivation is high and the cost is low. But when it comes time to keep your promise, the motivation is going to be low because it's gotten a lot harder. And the cost is going to be a lot higher. But it's in that moment when you choose to take responsibility and keep your word that you prove yourself dependable. Most important ability is dependability. It's in that moment when you keep your word, you prove yourself a teammate worth trusting, a teammate worth following. Listen to me, don't you know it's hard to earn your success? It's a lot easier to just feel entitled to it. Boy, it's easy to wake up and think, because the way I look, boy, I'm good looking, I got the beard, even though I got a few gray hairs, I'm prettier than this. And don't you know it's easier just to wake up and think, because I'm so pretty, because I'm so cool, because I'm so good, I deserve success. It's easy to believe that, but it doesn't make it true. It's hard to earn your success every day. It's hard to earn that C on your chest every day. I got a 2W on my logo. You have a different logo on the front of a name on the front of your jersey. You got to work every day to earn the right to wear that jersey. That's hard. It takes responsibility. Oh, but don't you see, when you take responsibility in the little ways and in the big, you build a superpower that no super soldier serum, no radioactive spider could ever give you. Uncle Ben, Spider-Man's uncle, said with great power comes great responsibility. And that's true. But you know what's more true for you and me? When we take great responsibility, we get great power. And with that great power comes great responsibility. That when we choose to take responsibility for my life, for my actions, it leads me to take responsibility for you. It gives me a power to stand up and to step up. It gives me a power to serve and to sacrifice. It gives me a power to do what it takes to get the job done for myself and for my team. And that makes me the kind of teammate that might be called super. Maybe even a superhero. Show up in the fourth quarter, bottom of the ninth, in the last minutes of the game, you stand up and do what is right because you took responsibility long before you had to take the game-winning shot. Listen to me, it won't be easy to take responsibility, but I guarantee you, it'll always be worth it. Friends, I don't know what your goals and dreams are, big or small, short-term or long, but I do know this. If you want to find success in the game of sports, in the game of life, it's not complicated. It's as simple as 2 words. You got to take responsibility. Let's have a good one today.